Okay, so on the 6G notes here, I want to talk about the law of sines, do a couple example problems, and then the law of cosines, do a couple example problems of that. Okay, so first of all, the law of sines, written on here, is sine of angle A over side A is equal to the sine of angle B over side B, and that's also equal to the sine of angle C over side C. If we notice that angle A is across from side A, and angle B is across from side B, and angle C is across from side C. Okay, so the sine of an angle divided by the opposite side is equal to the sine of another angle over its opposite side. Is basically what the rule is here. And this goes for all triangles. This isn't just right triangles. This is all triangles here. Okay. So I want to start here with number 2, and it wants us to find AB. All right. So AB is this thing right here. So the X. So we can see that the sine, X is across from 53. So we could start by doing sine 53 over X. Okay, and the other set of side and angle that we have is our 44-degree angle with 7 across from this. So sine 53 over x is going to equal to sine 44 over 7. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. And so we will solve by cross multiplying and dividing. Okay, so when we cross multiply here, we have x times sine 44 is equal to 7 times sine 53. Like that. Okay. And to get x by itself, x is multiplying by sine 44. So we have to divide sine 44 off both sides there. Make sure you put parentheses around these things too, ladies and gentlemen, just so um, nothing gets screwed up when we type it in a calculator. So if we go to type this thing in a calculator here, we have 7 sine 53, close parentheses up, and we'll divide that number by sine of 44. And x is going to be equal to about 8. I believe it was 8.05. We'll round that to just 8. Okay. Um, a few other ones I would just like to make sure we do. This is a pretty simple one right here because we're going straight across and straight across. This is what all these are. Some of these get a little funky just because we don't have the angle listed. For instance, if we look back here at number 1. So we want to find AC. So AC is at X value right here. And so that AC is across from 22. Okay, it's across from 22. So we can go sine 22 over X on one side. Okay. Now, the only other thing is that the only other side we have is this 24 right here. And the 24 doesn't go with the 118. The 24 goes with angle C right there. So what we'd have to do in order to sort of make sure this sort of goes crisscross like it's supposed to, is find out the measure of angle C, which we should be able to do because it's an angle of a triangle added to 180. So 180 minus 118 minus 22, angle C is going to be 40 degrees. So then we'll have sine 40 over 24. Again, this only works the way we had it written up here is when the angle is matched up with the side that's across from it. Okay. So we'll cross multiply those, get x by itself. Similar to here, if we're looking for BC, so BC is this. All right. So the x, which is side BC, is across from the 39-degree angle. So it'll be sine 39 over x. And then The only other side we have is this 27 right here, and the 27 goes to angle B. All right. So we got to find out what angle B is by doing our whole 180 thing, and angle B is going to be 90 degrees. So it'll be sine 90 over 27. Again, parentheses around here. Cross multiply and solve it out, and that should be that. The only other thing here is that we're trying to find angle C. We don't know what the angle is. We'll still set our thing up the same way, but we know we're going to have to do an inverse trig function because we don't know what the angle is. So we're going to end up having to finish up using sine -1 after we cross multiply and divide and do all that. So that's the first side of 6G. See if you can do these remaining problems here, and I'll do the back side on a separate video.